The Foreign Office strongly rejected what it described as India's preposterous and baseless statement regarding Pakistan's recent strikes against terrorist infrastructure along the Afghan border. Foreign Office spokesperson Tahir Andrabi said Pakistan's actions were legitimate, targeted, and proportionate and rejected India's accusation. He said the statement came from a country that had historically interfered in the sovereignty and territorial integrity of its neighbors and continued to suppress the right to self-determination of Kashmiris in Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir. The spokesperson also accused India of aiding and sponsoring terrorist groups operating from Afghan soil against Pakistan, calling India a regional spoiler. He said Pakistan would continue taking all appropriate measures to ensure the safety and security of its citizens in accordance with international law. The response follows Pakistan's intelligence-based ground operation and calibrated strikes along the Pakistan-Afghan border on Sunday night, in which 25 terrorists were killed. The operation came after terrorists attacked a Pakistan Rangers Sindh headquarters in Karachi's Gulistan-e-Johar area, where 3 security personnel were murdered. Separately, Pakistan called on India to immediately release and repatriate 97 Pakistani prisoners who have completed their sentences in Indian jail. The appeal came during the biannual exchange of prisoners list under the 2008 Agreement on Consular Access. According to the Foreign Office, the 97 prisoners include 64 civilians and 33 fishermen. Pakistan handed over a list of 250 Indian prisoners in its custody, including 52 civilians and 198 fishermen. India in return shared a list of 439 prisoners who are Pakistani or believed to be Pakistani, including 386 civilians and 53 fishermen. On the economic front, Pakistan's consumer inflation eased slightly in June as lower energy and food prices provided some relief to consumers. According to the Pakistan Bureau of Statistics, annual inflation slowed to 11.1% in June from 11.7% in May. On a month-on-month basis, inflation declined by 0.3%. Inflation during the July 2025 to July 2026 period averaged 7.05% compared with 4.49% during the same period a year earlier. The government has projected an inflation target of 7.5% for the current fiscal year and 8.2% for fiscal year 27. The PBS said transport prices declined 7.22% compared to May, while transport charges remained 25.72% higher than June last year. Housing, water, electricity, gas and fuels recorded a 15.5% annual increase, while non-perishable food prices rose 10.21%. Urban inflation stood at 11.2% compared with 10.9% in rural areas. Core inflation excluding food and energy was recorded at 8.7% in urban areas and 7.9% in rural areas. Meanwhile, the World Bank approved a $70 million loan for Punjab's Connected Punjab program to expand broadband internet access, strengthen digital public services and promote cashless transactions. The World Bank said the program complements Pakistan's broader national digital agenda and will help reduce regulatory and cost barriers limiting private investment in broadband infrastructure. In aviation, the Pakistan Airports Authority announced that both runways at Lahore's Allama Iqbal International Airport will remain closed daily from 5 a.m. to 8 a.m. between July 5th and September 15th due to increased bird activity during the monsoon season. The authority said bird activity below 3,000 feet rises significantly during the monsoon, prompting precautionary safety measures. Commercial flights will continue outside the closure hours and the runways will be made available in emergencies. A notice to airmen has also been issued. Meanwhile, Lahore police have registered a criminal case against the owners of a private tuition center and the contractor involved after a roof collapse killed 14 children and injured 6 others. The FIR, registered under sections relating to manslaughter and negligent acts, states that the tuition center was operating inside a residential house. According to the complaint, the roof collapsed after soil was placed on the already dilapidated structure, causing it to give way under the additional load. Police said the owners of the property and the contractor responsible for the construction have been nominated in the case, while some suspects have already been taken into custody. Punjab Chief Minister Maryam Nawaz announced compensation of 2 million rupees for the family of each child who lost their life and 500,000 rupees for each injured victim. She also directed authorities to identify those responsible and ensure criminal proceedings are initiated. The tragedy comes less than 2 months after another roof collapse at a private school in Dera Ghazi Khan claimed the lives of 4 children.